Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, my friends. My name is LuckyBazel, or known as Tyler, coach of the Cloud9. And last week, unfortunately, we couldn't beat Max, who kind of came up clutch in the end. Kind of to my own fault, but it was a very fun battle. I am not disappointed in it at all. I also learned a lot of things on how to use my team. Like, I need to think Shark is like I don't care about Chip and all that stuff because he's probably gonna die to most hits anyways, and I can't be afraid to hard switch into him sometimes if I can live even a single hit to put pressure onto the team, and then I can also from there get a crunch off, which is regular Sharpedo, and get some damage off while getting the speed boost. And also, Metagross needs to be a bit better in terms of covering a wide variety of teams, because Metagross is just that powerful and can do that. And yeah, I think it's going to be great going into the future, into week 2 here, where we face off against Matthew. I don't believe I've ever faced against Matthew before, but he is definitely a very strong player. He has a very scary team, which includes Meowscarada, Zapdos, Iron Moth, Scizor, Gardevoir, Mamoswine, Swampert, Goodra, and Paldean Tauros. Okay. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing a Meowscarada that can be very threatening with Protein. Zapdos can be annoying with Static. Scizor has Technician, Bullet Punch's priority is going to be annoying. Same with Mamoswine. The priority with that is going to be a little annoying. 2 ground types again. This is the second team in a row where I have to face against not 1 but 2 ground types. So my 2 electric types might struggle a little bit. A Goodra, that can be very specially bulky, and a Paldean Tauros that is surprisingly threatening for a tier 5. At least I think it's a tier 5. It should be a tier 5. And yeah. Alright, so what am I looking at in terms of resistances? Flying seems to do quite well. A Fairy seems to do quite well. I'm seeing only 1 Ghost resist in Meowscarada. 2 Rock resists. And oh my god. Do you guys see that? Because I see it. I'm looking at that singular normal resist. And it's Scizor, who isn't the most specially bulky guy in the entire world. So I think what I gotta do is I gotta put on Terrapagos on here. And do I have any reason not to run just Specs? I mean, I could totally just run Specs, right? I have base 85 speed, so I outspeed all of these guys down here. I could also try to run Scarf if the damage calcs go into my favor. So let's look at Terrapagos here. This is definitely going to be a Terrapagos map. Hello. Match, rather. Terrestrial, let's go with choice Specs. Let's just do generic calcs versus the entire team. Meowscarada explodes. What does first I'll look at Specs and see how much I like that. Zapdos, if it's defensive, that does 72 to 85. That can kill. If it's not boots, and I have rocks up. Let's see, Iron Moth. I'm also gonna calc this with 99, just to see what their calcs are like. Iron Moth, offensive. It's not gonna be booster because that is banned. This stuff does under half, which is amazing. Terrastar Storm does a shit ton of damage as well. Scizor, this is kind of the big one. Scizor. Billipunch does 46, which is slightly scary. But look how much my choice specs territory. Like that's a resist. That's barely a resist. It can't like. It's forced to. If it like hard switches, it's gonna like die. Especially if I'm full HP. I could just lead with this thing like, and just like start clicking. Gardevoir. Scarf Focus Blast is a little scary, but like that's just so much damage. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. What about Mamoswine? It just explodes. What about Swampert? If it's defensive, it takes a ton of damage. If it's like specially defensive, that's still like over half. I feel like Goodra is probably the one that's gonna take it the most. No. What? Wait, it actually just doesn't. I mean, if it's like 252, it's like it's still close to half. It's so much damage. And then Tauros should explode. Tauros. I barely live a close combat. If I'm at 99, if I'm at 100, I mean, that does like nothing will ever kill me ever. Terrastar Storm blows it up as well. Let's look at Choice Scarf. I just want to see some calcs. See what Choice Scarf is looking like. Meowscarada. I would outspeed it. That does 76, which is kind of lit. Zapdos. That's kind of worth it. Like, it still does about half. Iron Moth. Does half. Scizor can probably take it a little bit better. But if I can read a Flamethrower, it could be really nice. Scarf wouldn't really be helpful because it has Bullet Punch, but... let's look at Gardevoir. Could be Scarfed, but does half still. I would outspeed Scarf, because I'd probably definitely go Timid here. For sure. Mamoswine does 70. Swampert 45. That's on a defensive one. Goodra is like probably gonna tank it quite nicely. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Goodra somehow takes it more than Scizor does. That's kind of funny. And then Tauros, I think, still kind of explodes. Yeah, it does a ton of damage. So I think Terra Starstorm is gonna be the play. Flamethrower for Scizor in case we want to make a read. Then probably Ice Beam. Maybe. Hits Goodra. It can try to punish Goodra. And then Rapid Spin. Actually, let me go back to Goodra. Because I think Terra Starstorm just... Yeah, it does like almost just barely under Ice Beam. So we probably don't even need it, but... It's really if we want to go... max speed, max special attack... and then a little bit of defense, sure. We're gonna go Timid for sure. It depends if I go Specs or Scarf. It's really gonna depend on I think what the rest of my team is gonna look like. Next, I think I want Hazards for sure, because his Hazards are both like at least neutral to rocks, and nothing like particularly like wants to take rocks. Swampert can, Tauros can, but they're like, you know. That's just a small part of the team compared to like all these guys who don't really appreciate rocks. So who are my rockers again? I have Terapagos, which is not. So I'm gonna bring Flygon or Metagross. Let's see. Metagross kinda explodes to Meowscarada. I'm just gonna look at like a Metagross, like a bulky Metagross, into a Meowscarada. If it's like Boots or something. Let's look at Bullet Punch. How much does that do? Bullet Punch does 31, which is respectable damage. I mean, I could have Flygon with like First Impression. I could punish the Meowscarada, maybe. If it's like a darker grass. Kinda can't really deal with Iron Moth. It's hard to touch Scizor. Bullet Punch is gonna be really good for Gardevoir and Mamoswine probably. Mamoswine probably doesn't appreciate a Bullet Punch. Yeah, it does 46, which is good damage. Kind of gets walled by Swampert, unfortunately. Unless they run like a special set. Does Metagross get a Grass type move? Gets Grass Knot. Ooh, how much is Grass Knot? If I do like some kind of like random special set. If I do like 160. Modest. How much does a Grass Knot do? Grass Knot almost kills. That's a funny calc. I could probably punch through Goodra though. If it's like Boots. Let's go back to. Let's say I'm like Earthquake. Add back to Adamant. 160. I kind of break through this. I take a ton of damage from a Flamethrower. That might not be worth it. Let's say I have Ice Punch actually. Let's see how much Ice Punch does. Ice Punch. Ice Punch does a lot of damage. That's kind of crazy. And then Tauros. I can't be intimidated. There's actually no set for the combat one. It's decent. What about Flygon? How does Flygon do? Flygon can U-turn around. It can be immune to Mamoswine and Swampert. It can punish Goodra harder. It outspeeds Gardevoir, barring Scarf, resists Scizor. I think Flygon is just better in this situation. I don't think this is a Metagross matchup. Like, he has Zapdos to static me. Meowscarada can like stab Dark type, stab Fire type, stab Ground types. Goodra can be kind of annoying for it still. So I think I definitely run Flygon with Stealth Rock. I want Earthquake, right? Do I want Earthquake? Maybe not? Question mark? I think I go U-turn as well, for sure. I think I like Dragon Stab. Maybe? How much does Goodra take from a Flygon? Offensive Stealth Rock. Ooh, Scale Shot is an option. I can try to Scale Shot. Which that actually seems pretty nice, actually. Because it kind of punishes that. Iron Moth. I could just run Dual Stab. Because nothing resists Dual Stab like that. Could have Dazzling Gleam. Skill Shot does a lot of damage here. That's 4 hits. I might just steal this exact set. Because then being surprisingly faster than Meowscarada. Then I can U-turn on it if I get a Scale Shot up, set up rocks. I think I like. Wait, I just kind of like this set. Cause like, Scizor, Bullet Punch does a lot of damage actually. That's kind of like the one thing that it kind of stops. But if I can force it to come in and then have something that can like come in on Scizor, would be really good. Actually, maybe you can find something better than Earthquake. Because Skill Shot hits everything other than Gardevoir and Scizor. Can I find a... I get Fire Punch. How much does Fire Punch do? Because I can try to... Yeah, Fire Punch... Skill Shot plus Fire Punch does do the trick. What about Gardevoir? I think I would probably just U-turn on Gardevoir anyways. Yeah, I think I run Earthquake anyways. Because Earthquake does like because it doesn't like it's not like it does no damage to Scizor. It's just not worth it. If I put back Earthquake, I can try to go Adamant here if I go +1. Might be a little greedy. Might be a tad greedy in case it's like Scarf one of these guys, but yeah. I think I run that. I think I do. I think Earthquake is fine. I think just Dual Stab is fine. It just hits everything neutrally. I don't have to think too much. And does this one run fast? It does. Okay. I think I run fast. Yeah, I do run fast. I think I might lead Flygon. I have no idea what his lead might be. Maybe Scarf Meow could be a little scary. I'm thinking maybe I go like a Rocky Helmet guy. Because if I can punish like Meowscarada, Scizor, Bullet Punch, like Tauros coming in, I think that might be kind of worth it. Who on my team can like kind of tank those? Let's look at my team here. I can maybe like Rocky Helmet Reflect with Regieleki. Quillfish kinda tanks everything. Ooh. Quillfish with Rocky Helmet. With some spikes. Or maybe Toxic Spikes? I think I like Toxic Spikes here, actually. Yeah, let's run Toxic Spikes. Because only... his poison type is Iron Moth. Which, Quillfish, physically defensive into a... Iron Moth. I resist both stabs. And I'll probably have Liquidation. Liquidation just seems strong. Yeah, it would have to run Psychic. Which I don't know why it would. On my team, I don't think it does too much. Yeah, Psychic only hits Quillfish and Virizion, so it actually might. It actually might, but who knows? Who knows? I think this is fine though. I think if I can punish this. Or maybe do I go Rocky? Do I go Rocky? Or do something like Citrus? I might do something like Citrus. Because, like, it'll be my Meow, Scizor, and Paldean Tauros, like, kind of switch in. So, yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do Barb Barrage, because we want to hit kind of everything. I can maybe get a fit, like, if Zapdos wants to switch in, I can try to poison it. And then I can try to flip out, like, flip out, or maybe I can or I can go Rocky Helmet Pain Split. I think I'd rather Citrus here. I think Citrus is fine. I don't think I need like that that much, like that much chip. I'll probably go max speed as well. Because then I can outspeed like these guys. I have a feeling like either Gardevoir or Mamoswine are gonna be scarfed. Which one? I don't know yet. I could try to throw on Aqua Jet as a priority move. I could try to Haze. This guy also gets Scale Shot for some reason. I could try to Explode. Exploding could be extremely funny. This meant last move is probably gonna be Flip. Or do I go Poison? I don't think I taunt. I think I flip. I think I run flip turn because I think if I like switch in on one of those guys and then just get a flip turn off, seems pretty free to be honest. Just gonna drink some water here. Stay hydrated, folks. There you go. I think I run like something like this kind of spread. Maybe a plus defense minus special attack, impish. Actually no, let's go. We'll do Jolly. We'll do Jolly. Something like this. I just realized I did it over here, so let me paste it here. Oops. Not that. This. Something like this. The other option I have is either Rocky Helmet and Pain Split. It might be a little bit risky, but I think Citrus is fine. If I like come in on Meow, I'll probably lead Flygon, and if it's a lead Meow, then I'll probably, or lead Mamo, I'll probably go into Quillfish, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. Because I can get Intimidate, eat an Ice move, and then get out. Everything else, I think I'd rather stay in. So yeah, we'll do that. I think that's what we'll do. We'll start off Flygon, click Stealth Rock, and then turn 1 on like anything except for maybe Meow or Gardevoir or Mamo, like those 3, and then switch out from there. I am slightly worried about Gardevoir. Looking at it. I don't think Gardevoir appreciates a Ceruledge. What is it? Shadow Sneak? Yeah, it does not at all. And especially if I am +2. It just OHKOs. It can't really deal too much damage to me. Only one Ghost Resist as well. which is pretty fantastic. And then the other one is weak to fire. If I can get a thing off. I think I bring Cerulege. I think Cerulege is going to come this week. I also think Enamorous should come, just looking at it. It's just, if I like Scarf it, maybe I can like beat Meow. I can chip down. It's kind of hard to beat. Oh, I mean, I have Earth Power for Moth. Maybe I can do something like really stupid and do like Springtide Storm with Blunder Policy and Earth Power. That could be really funny. Maybe. The Bullet Punch is kind of scary. The Bullet Punch plus Ice Shard is kind of making me not want to bring an Am. And also, maybe not. Because Meowscarada can triple Axle, Zapdos has super effective moves. Maybe, yeah, maybe not, actually. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to Cerulege. I think I definitely want Shadow Sneak. Just the extra chip on everything. I'm faster than everything as well. Other than the base 100s. Let's go with. Definitely want Better Blade. Poltergeist could come as well. And then how sick would it be if I like Iron Defense? Weakness Policy. I could also go Flash Fire. Flash Fire is also a very good possibility. Because then I can get... that's a free Iron Moth switch every single time. And I don't think Iron Moth appreciates a Shadow Sneak. Or a Polter. Yeah, it doesn't really appreciate a Polter. And it can't do anything to me. If it's Psychic, but there's a decent chance it could be. It just doesn't do enough. I've got pretty good special defense anyways. The only thing I have to worry about Sucker Punch from Meowscarada. Meowscarada. Knockoff obliterates me. I'm assuming Sucker Punch does as well, but Shadow Sneak only does like 14. If I somehow manage to get +2 beforehand, it's just... it's a little rough. I think I like those 3 attacks. I just need that. I could also do a soul Power Herb. Power Herb. Solar Beam. Or Solar Blade, rather. Something like that. Just 3 attacks. Because Swampert is a pretty good, like if it's a max, Polter does not really that much. Try to bulk up. Willow also seems to do quite nicely. Because Because I can like Willow a Swampert, I can Willow Mamo. I can try to catch a Willow on Masquerada if it wants to Sucker Punch me. That might be kind of lit, actually. I could do something like this. So if Meow ever wants to come in, I can. I don't know what item I would be. I think I want Flash Fire. Do I want Flash Fire? No, I don't. I think I'd rather have the ability to outspeed some things just in case. And Boots might help with that. I could also go Focus Sash. Because his rockers are Swampert and Mamoswine, which could be good leads. And I can Willow them both. Yeah. Sorry, I just had a random calc. I just wanted, just in case, Mamoswine, or I would probably never stay in against Mamoswine, but what about Swampert? I want to see if it's defensive and it has like Ice Punch. Ice Punch. Ice Punch does have a chance to kill me. I don't know how worth it would be getting rocks up turn 1. It might be super worth it. Because if we can get Terapagos in and just start clicking, it would be really nice. I think we do this, yeah. Because we'll always outspeed Scizor as well. Yeah, I think I like this. Do I like... Do I run Focus Sash? Assault Vest could also be pretty nice. It's a decent Zapdos switch in. If I go Ceruledge... if I'm Assault Vest... where is the vest? There's the vest app. And this is like some other random move, like Solar Blade for some random reason. That means I can come in on Zapdos more effectively. Poldark doesn't do enough, really. Oops. Poldark doesn't do too much damage. Hurricanes and Volts don't do really much either, though. Yo, coming in on Mirror Her would be kind of crazy. But not really. I could try to run the Punching Glove. Or the pads, protective pads for Zapdos. And Gudra. Just looking at potential items that could help out. Either resist berry, like Colbur. Eat some knockoffs, because he has a lot of knockoff users. And also, it kind of beats Meow. If you ever wants to like hard switch Meow on a Shadow Sneak, I can Willow. It also helps with Scizor if I ever have a chance to switch into it and it wants to knock me off. Gardevoir could run Shadow Ball, but I don't think it appreciates that thing. Mamo can. Mamo Swine. If I Will-O-Wisp it, if I like burn it, wow, holy shit, I actually gained a lot of HP from that. I was just like looking at it. If I Willow like turn 1 and then Bitter, that kills. So that's actually pretty nice. So if I do something like this, I think this is gonna be worth it. I can actually maybe afford to put a little bit more HP. I'm not the best calcer in the world, so let's run some calcs here. For some of the bulkier guys, or let's look at the guys that I already kind of beat, like Meow. Yeah, Scarada. It can. And let's just say in Colbur, just to see what the calc is like. So I kill anyways. Scizor, I'm assuming I kill anyways. Yes, absolutely. How much does it do? How much is Gardevoir? Gardevoir, Bitter Blade does that. Polter always kills. I think I would like Shadow Sneak to do a little bit more damage, maybe 60%. Is that too much? Maybe 124. Potentially. What about Iron Moth? Or let's go back to the other guys that I kind of beat. I don't beat Swampert. I feel like Guja doesn't really appreciate taking a Polter. Yeah, Polter does 66. For sure. Well, that's fine. 66%? Yeah, that's good damage. So let's put 124 right now. HP. Yeah, we're still gonna go Jolly for sure. And then we will do... let's calc the other guys. Let's look at Zapdos. That does under half. That's great for me. Polter does 33, which is kind of unideal. We do kind of get hard-walled by Zapdos. I mean, walled, quote-unquote. Maybe don't put Polter. What else would I put over this? Is anything else fancy me? Not really, unfortunately. I mean, I could just run Nightshade, Lamau. Nightshade. It's 26. It's damage. I mean, I think Polter is just the play. Polter might just be the play. I don't see why not. Right? I'm not seeing anything else that could be useful, so let's just keep running Polter. I think just EVs is kind of what I want to worry about right now. Let's go... Okay, so Zapdos I kind of got hard walled by, unfortunately. But let's go with... Iron Moth. Iron Moth. Let's go back to Poltergeist. You will have an item. So 66, yeah, everything does about like 66%-ish. Which is kind of cool. Maybe I want to do a bit more damage, like get it closer to where like Stealth Rocks has a chance to kill. Has a higher chance to kill. So I'm going to sacrifice just a little bit more. Just so I have like a bit of a higher chance to kill with things. Like that. I think we do that for sure. Do I run? I think maybe I run. Actually, do I run Flash Fire with this set just to beat Iron Moth 100% of the time? Probably not. But also like Fire type moves from like Goodra as well. But I feel like I'm not taking like anything from those guys anyways. If it was like maybe a physical Fire type, I probably would. But not in this situation. I think I'd just rather weak armor. Okay, so there's that. Let's put in... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Enamorus or Metagross. Physical Enamorus could be kind of clutch. Potentially. With Superpower. With Superpower, Zen Headbutt. Play Rough and Thing make go Assault Vest, but I don't know, I feel like I'm too exposed, because like if like Scizor is in, sorry, I'll do this, and I'm like Assault Vested. Let's just use my set from last week into a Scizor, if it's like a pivot. Bullet Punch is that, like, if I'm +1 defense, that's still, it still does too much damage. There's just too much that can deal with me, and I don't outspeed Iron Moth either, so it's just a little bit rough in that situation. And Meowscarada Triple Axle is always a thing. So I always have to be conscious with that. Let's go... What about one of my electric types? Is Webs helpful here? Yes, I think. Because you only have Zapdos as an immunity. The rest gets slowed down by Webs, which are great. And another immunity to ground would be really nice. Be really nice for sure. I'm also slower than everything, so I can slow pivot. Tank moves from Tauros, just in case. Kind of gets owned by Iron Moth. Can maybe do something to Meowscarada, maybe? Could just change its type though, so probably not. Let's look at a Vikavolt set. Let's look at Zapdos. Just see what like Volt Switch is, and yeah, Hurricane does just too much damage. I feel like into my team. I mean, Flying Stab still does pretty decent into my team, all things considered. But Reggie, let's look at Regieleki. Maybe this is a Reggie thing. So I would outspeed. Where's Matthew? There's Matthew. So I outspeed everything with Reggie, Lucky. If it's like dual screens, let's look at Meow. Screens could be really, really helpful here. If I'm like, just look at Thunderbolt damage and Volt Switch, which is respectable damage, respectable chippies. If it's Scarf, it does outspeed me, which is kind of funny. Scizor kind of has a hard time hitting me. With screens up, I can probably outkill. Zapdos also can't really do much to me. It is 2 ground types, which is really annoying. But I feel like a normal gem explosion could do really nicely. I think screens are just gonna be really. I think I do bring Regieleki here. Do I like Thunderbolt spam? There's nothing actually weak to it, which is kind of funny. But I feel like screens are just gonna be really nice. No? Just to pivot around. I do light screen. Or light clay, rather. Light screen, reflect. Explosion. Volt switch? Potentially. Then from there, I can set up with Terapagos. Flygon also seems to do really good late game. I also think Virizion has a good chance of coming here. I can eat knockoffs, get a +1 attack. I can deal with the ground types a bit better. I outspeed Zapdos, so I can maybe Calm Mind, Hidden Power Ice, or maybe a Swords Dance. Because Upper Hand also is a thing. I can stop priority from Scizor and Mamoswine, catch them off guard. Then we'll do Leaf Blade. And then maybe something like Stone Edge to hit Zapdos. That could be pretty lit. Because Meowscarada is kind of the only thing that really stops it. Virizion, Swords Dance. I mean, +2 does 77 to 91, so with some chips, Stone Edge does kill. Unfortunately, U-turn just does a lot of damage. It just does a lot of damage if I'm bug type, or if Meowscarada is bug type. I feel like that's gonna be good, but also maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I need another kind of damage dealer. I feel like my team is very utility based at the moment, which is fine actually. Maybe I want to play a slower game. What about? I haven't looked at Mega Shark either. Mega Shark can outspeed everything barring Scarfs. I can Ice Fang Meow. Ice Fang Zapdos. I feel like I can't really. I feel like Zapdos. I feel like Mega Shark can't really do much to it. Yeah, that does under half to a defensive Zapdos, and Ice Fang does half. It doesn't really do too much here. And water does okay. Calican's owned by Paldean and Tauros. It does help with Gardevoir a little bit. I would have to be +1 in order for it to be useful. I also kind of beat Iron Moth as well, because it's a little not... It just... I'm having a hard time breaking, like, Zapdos, Swampert, Goodra. What guys beat that? I mean, Flygon really helps with that. Kind of breaking them. I really wish I got Leech Seed. I think I do. I think Verzion is the play. Maybe I just go like a Yachi. So then I can just beat Mamoswine as well. And maybe like an Ice Beam Goodra or something. And I think I want to go. I think I want to go special here. Maybe I go like Calm Mind, Giga Drain, Hidden Power Ice, and Aura Sphere? I feel like Stone Edge. I think I want Stone Edge maybe. With Trailblaze? Actually, wait! I just saw something. Calm Mind, Vacuum Wave. Because Vacuum Wave beats Meow as well as that. I'll go Giga Drain. And then basically just something to hit Zapdos and Goodra, which would be Hidden Power Ice. And then I can do something like Leftovers, maybe. Or I can go Expert, because Expert, I would outspeed that. The only thing that doesn't beat is really Iron Moth. Let's actually look at Scizor. If it's banned into Virizion, I do take a lot of damage, but what if I'm like 252, Timid, and Vacuum Wave? That actually doesn't do anything. That's a little bit sad. Okay, so a lot has to go right for this to work. I mean, if I'm +1, that's 29. It's okay. Maybe not Giga Drain? I feel like Hidden Power Fire is a little bit troll. I feel like Hidden Power Ice just does a bit of a better job. I think I want a bit of a better stab. It could be Focus Blast. Might be a little bit troll. I think I need Hidden Power Ice though. That's the thing. I think I need Hidden Power Ice. I could try to Toxic something. Maybe I go more of like a Toxic variant. I think I like Vacuum Wave. I think Vacuum Wave could come in clutch. Then we'll go Toxic. Because I can Toxic Zap. And then we'll go Hidden Power Fire. And we'll definitely do like a Leftovers, I think, with this kind of set. And or do I go physical? Do I go physical? Physical upper hand or special? I could try to do both. I could try to run Focus Blast. It does a decent amount of damage. I don't get any kind of... I get Zen Headbutt, I guess. Zen Headbutt would hit Moth. And Tauros, that's kind of it. I think I like Virizion here. Let's see. I have Trapigos just to be overall good. I think with a lot of ship from like Toxic Spikes and Spikes and Stealth Rocks is going to be really good. If I can burn something, that would be really nice. Be really annoying. I think it. No, do I want to set up? I think I want setup here. I think I want setup. Just if I want to go Swords Dance. Do I go Swords Dance? Something like Swords Dance, Trailblaze. I think Stone Edge does a lot here, because Stone Edge hits Zapdos, it hits Moth. Trailblaze hits these two. And the last move could be Upper Hand. But it could also just be Close Combat. Which I think I want. And then I just do Yachi. Right? Or do I do weakness? Can I do weakness policy here? Because, let's see, let's look at Mamoswine. All out attacker. Ice Shard does... Actually, it doesn't do as much damage as I thought. I thought it would do a lot more. Which is good. So if I'm like 252 attack, I kill... How much does Trailblaze do? Trailblaze does 46 to 55. Which is nice, for sure. It just depends on a couple things here. I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic Berry. It's a little situational. 'Cause I could try to do like a Salic I could also try to do expert because super effective, super effective, super effective, not super effective, super effective, not, but I feel like I do pretty good into Gudra because if I'm +1, it's still 70 to 80 with chip. That can be really nice. And if I'm +2, obviously Ayoko. So it is definitely a good possibility. What can I go here? I can try to go Okaberry, potentially, set up on Gudra. Or Moth. Just in case I can't get a Trailblaze off. Could do something like that. I could try to go Punching Glove. Or the Protective Pads for Zapdos, just in case. I could try to run a Citrus Berry. Actually, no, probably not. I don't know how useful Weakness Policy would be. Because if it is like Iron Moth, I live a Fiery Dance, which is kind of wild, or Sludge Wave. So a Weakness Policy set isn't out of the world. I'm assuming I'm assuming I kind of explode to Hurricane. What's the Flying Berry? Is it Koba? Yeah, Koba Berry. Just curious to see what that's like. I do live somehow. I could try to go. I could try to go Lum. Doesn't have that many like good status users. It's kind of like Gardevoir, and that's really it. I mean, I could just do leftovers. Blunder Policy could be extremely funny as well. I could do Clear Amulet in case Paldean Tauros gives me troubles. I feel like my team does pretty good into Paldean Tauros, especially if this is Scarfed. I'm not running Boots. I mean, I could just run Expert Belt. If I run Expert Belt, it just helps me secure kills. Iron Moth. Yeah, I obliterate that. If it's low enough, I can even close combat it. Maybe Maybe I do go Citrus. If I go Citrus, because I need 2 turns here to Swords Dance and Trailblaze. Yeah, I think I like that. Then I do Max Attack Adamant. No, I definitely go Jolly here. I'm definitely a Jolly lad. Because looking at this team, I don't think it can afford to be Scarf Moth. Because it can't be Booster. So yeah, let's do that. I can try to do... It's not going to be Scarf Zap. Scarf Tauros is a possibility. That is the only thing. I just typed in Scarf Lamel. Tauros. 252. Jolly. Choice Scarf. That reaches 492 with Adamant +1. 472. Yeah, I don't outspeed a Jolly Tauros, which is a little unfortunate. If I get to not -1, +1. +1 still does 82 to 79, which is gonna be great, especially if I can get rocks or what is it called? The toxic spikes up. Judging by the damage, I think I can afford to go Jolly here. Yeah, I think I'd rather go Jolly. Just in case it's like Scarf, because Scarf Gardevoir, like Gardevoir, if it's Choice Scarf, I outspeed that, even with Adamant. Actually, do I go Adamant here? Maybe I do go Adamant. I could do Adamant here. Yes, I think I can afford it, because I'm kind of playing to be +1, and the base 80s don't outspeed me anyways. It's not going to be max speed. Jolly Tauros is kind of really the only thing. Let's go back to Tauros actually. If it is like Jolly. 252, 252. How much does close combat do to me? 70 to 80. Am I gonna be in a position where I have to click? Because if I Swords Dance, he brings it in. I Trailblaze. I'd be faster anyways. Yeah, I go Adamant. I go Adamant for sure. Virizion will be a pretty good cleaner. Now, especially if I have Reflect Up, it makes Virizion's job a lot easier. And with that, I think I can afford to go... Okay, let's look at speed. Okay, so... I can't outspeed Scarf Meow. So the next fastest thing I can do is beat Scarf Tauros, I believe. Reggie Elecki. If I'm no speed at all, 436. Oh, this is. Let me look at +1. So +1. I need 228. I'm assuming that beats Meowscarada as well. It does. Okay, so 228. Uh, 228. Or I can put like something like this plus defense. I could also do a plus speed nature. Let's see, because you do docile, right? As your thing, which is actually, is that right? Is that just neutral nature? Oh, that's because I changed it. Lamau. I think it was a plus speed nature. Reggie, Lucky. Here. Reggie. E. Yeah, okay, it was Jolly. It was Jolly. So do I run Jolly as well? Probably, because I don't need the Volt Switch damage. It's just there to get chip while leaving. Or do I do this rapid spin? Do I rapid spin this? Yeah, I think I rapid spin. Just in case he wants to get up rocks. Rocks are kind of annoying for my team. Yeah, I think I'd rather that. Because volt switching isn't going to be super useful anyways. Yeah, I think I'd rather just get up screens and switch out. Rapid spin is just there to really be nice. I can put rapid spin on you just in case, but I'm realistically never clicking with you. Yeah, I think I like this. Cause like I'm just like thinking of a situation in my head right now. So if Swampert like comes in, then I set up a reflect, reflect. Earthquake does like 55, and then I get a free explosion. Or I could just hard switch into Virizion and sweep from there. Something like that. Let's do a plus defense. Or I can do this. I can do Jolly. Let's go back to the Tauros. Something like this. So I can see 252 +1 Jolly, just to see where it's at. So 492 is what I gotta beat. $493. Then I can just do the rest in mixed defenses. Something really silly like this. Just be stupid bulky. I mean, why not, right? Set up the, because if I could like set up screens and like set up with these 3 guys and then having support with these guys, yeah, I think I like this a lot actually. Okay, so now the real question, the realist question of this entire thing. I think this looks really solid. Citrus, light clay, Colbur, loaded dice skill shot looks really good. Do we go choice scarf or choice specs? I feel like I think choice scarf might be a bit better. Because guaranteed outspeeding like any of the higher threats is fine. And I still do respectable damage. And with support of these guys, it's going to be really hard to... Actually, with screens, though, specs just seems really nice. I think maybe I go... Yeah, I'm going specs. I think since I brought screens here, he does have the Raging Bull. But I have Quillfish and Cerulege that can handle Paldean Tauros, like, all of the time. So it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. And then I have the rest of these guys that kind of like outspeed and help as well. So I'm just gonna specs this bad boy. And of course we're gonna make these all shiny. Shiny. Look at all these beautiful shiny lads. And I think that is going to be it. I think I'm pretty happy with this. A couple sets are like ripped directly from the damage calc sets, but it just so happens that it's going to be really good here. Yes, I do like this a lot. With that being said, I think I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna do a little import or validate. Trapagos can only yeah. Trapagos can't be shiny. That's okay. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, team is valid. So that will be the team for Matthew for week number 2. We will see how it goes, and I will see you all when the battle begins. Epic transition. Epic transition. And we are back with the recap. Battle's about to start in approximately 5 minutes or so here. We got Terrapagos holding the choice specs for Terra Starstorm, Flamethrower, Calamine Rapid Spin. We got Flygon with the loaded dice using Stealth Rock, Skull Shot, Earthquake, and U-Turn. We got Quillfish with Toxic Spikes, Liquidation, Bar Barrage, and Flip Turn. We got Cerulege with Solar Blade, Bitter Blade, Poltergeist, and Endure. We have Regieleki with Light Screen, Reflect, Explosion, and Volt Switch. We got Verzion with Swords Dance, Trailblaze, Stone Edge, and Close Combat. I'm feeling the nerves a little bit, but we are about to get started. I guess I'll cut to when that happens. And we are so incredibly back. Battle's about to begin. We see a Zapdos. We see Gudra. We see Tauros. We see Meowscarada, Iron Moth, and Mamoswine. Okay, so we don't see Swampert, which is kind of nice. I think I definitely lead my Flygon here. Okay, so that is very unfortunate. I'm gonna go... I've kind of prepped for this. I'm gonna go into my Quillfish here. And my Citrus is knocked. Which that means I can Flip Turn out for free. Got some good damage with a huge crit. Now I go into my... Okay, who wants to take an EQ here? I think I go into Virizion here to take an EQ. Big. It's leftovers. I need to send the link here, so 1 second. Okay, so what can we do here? Ice Shard is a possibility. I think I'm gonna go into my back into my Quillfish. So there's the Paldean Taurus. Okay, that is fine. I could Earthquake here. I mean, I have... Am I really scared of this thing? I don't know what it could do. I could try to Toxic Spikes. I'm gonna try to get a layer of Toxic Spikes up. Oh, I'm faster. Okay. And I had speed, which is very nice. Which means I flip turn. Oh, Rocky Helmet. Okay, and I got a free switch too. Which means I can... I mean, I have no reason not to. I'm gonna like eat this Raging Bull or whatever, but I just get a free Choice Specs Terra Starstorm and get a kill. Is that not what happens? Unless he goes into Assault Vest Gudra? Because this thing also didn't... I think I might outspeed this too, because if my Quillfish outsped it... Because I believe I have the same speed. Yeah, this is not taking a Choice Specs, my guy. That is not taking Choice Specs. And if this thing is gone, that means my... my Virizion has a much easier time into this. I could also go into... Ooh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. That means we get a free Polter here. That's pretty free, to be honest. Yeah, that's some good... It is Assault Vest. It is Assault Vest. Okay, perfect. I like this a lot, actually. And my Flygon comes out, and I can get my rocks up. Let's go. Okay. I like that indeed. Now I'm just gonna U-turn. I'm just gonna U-turn out. I'm gonna take the Rocky Helmet chip. That's fine. I go into my Regieleki. And then I'm gonna click Volt Switch here. Just gonna click Volt. I can't click Reflect because he has Raging Bull, but I think I like this damage. Then I go into Sarlage. Endeavor, interesting. I'm just gonna click Bitter Blade, right? Because unless he goes Gudra. But yeah, I get the health back. Which means I get my speed up. Bitter Blade did 31. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill this thing. This thing's been a pain in my butt. And I'm +2 speed, so Meowscarada cannot outspeed me. I outspeed everything. I'm probably gonna get Ice Sharded by Mamoswine. Oh, I don't. Wait, I just killed this thing. It is Sucker Punch. Okay, I had a feeling it might be. But with that in mind, I can kind of just get a free Reflect up, right? Just a free Reflect. And then I can Light Screen next turn. There's the Mamoswine. Do I live... Mamoswine... It's like Wall Breaker into my Regieleki. Reggie Lucky. Salt and vinegar. Okay, explosion kills 59. Okay. How much does earthquake do with reflect up? Reflect. Okay, so it does kill me, so I'm just gonna explode here. And with Mammoth Swine dead, that gives me an easier time to yeah, okay. And now my 2 sweepers are looking very, very nice right now. They are looking very, very nice. I think what's he gonna send out? Probably Meowscarada, I imagine. I'm just gonna get a free Choice Specs. Yeah, this is Choice Specs Terra Starstorm. There's the defog. That's Choice Specs, bro. Eat that Choice Specs. Big boobs! Big booms! This is fine. If all I need to do is find a opportunity for Guja to ooh, don't confuse, please. Thank you. Big Bird is dead. Nice, 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 nice. There's the Gudra. How much okay, so Gudra. Who is a Salt Vest. Let's just say it's 252. How much does a actually wait. I think I see a way out here. I think I see a way out, but I just want to calc this first. My Terapagos. Choice Specs. Terrasaur Swim does 28. Yeah, I think I see a way out here. I think I just do this. There's the Dragon Tail. That's fine. I guess Citrus. Go into my Flygon, please. Ooh, unlucky. Actually, no. I like this. I want him to Dragon Tail me out. Go into Flygon. Flygon, Flygon, Flygon. No! Fuck. Okay. This is fine, actually. I'm gonna Trailblaze. Get my speed up. Oh, okay. Unfortunate. Go into Flygon, 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 Flygon. Yes! I win. I should win this, theoretically. Right? Theoretically, I should win this. Oh, no, my defense is down. Shit. Ooh. Actually, I want to U-turn here. Or, ooh, I don't really want to kill this thing. But I have to. Ooh, it's Scarfed. Interesting. But I don't think Meowscarada can kill me. That's the thing. It's probably gonna sucker here, I imagine. Yeah. This is a little bit scary. I don't know if I can kill this thing. Does Sucker Punch kill me? I don't know if it kills me. Ooh, it's not. Unfortunate. I think it might. It'll probably have triple axle, I imagine. I needed to miss. Miss, 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 miss. No, GG. Unfortunate. I should have just. I should have just stayed in with Terra. Yeah. Yeah. I need to. I don't know what I could have done better there. I didn't think it would be Scarf, for sure, but whatever. We did lose that. It was pretty close. We keep getting these like, really close games, but it was a fun battle indeed. I definitely liked my team. I don't know what else I could have done better. Yeah, Meowscarada is just really strong into my team. I definitely should have had. Because originally I had Colbur Bear because I had a feeling it was going to be Sucker Punch. I had a feeling it was going to be Sucker Punch, but it wasn't. But yeah. Anyways, GG Matthew. I believe next week we face Noah for the first time. We've been in the same league for 3 seasons, or like 4 seasons now. But this is the first time we're ever going to play for next week, so enjoy that. But if you enjoyed this video, I guess like and all that stuff. And of course, stay lucky out there. Bye bye.